The new Genesis skins from the terminal case are going to be worth a lot. Stay with me, okay? Because I'll explain it in this video. So anyone who has redeemed the new skins, I guarantee you in the first 7 days of this market opening, most likely you will make profit. 99% of whatever skin you bought, you will probably sell for more than you paid. And we're going to go over, did Valve fuck up? Or did they just create a better alternative for cheaper skins and in the long run, a more positive and brighter future for the Counter-Strike 2 market? And a StatTrak factory new trade up for the brand new $1,500 M4 full throttle and AK the Oligarch. So before we start, this video is sponsored by CS Money. Easily trade your skins with over 1 million skins on the trading section. I'm not joking, 1 million. Even lower prices than before, you can upgrade your combo or find trade up inputs to do stuff like this. One bomb! Yes! 100! With many payment methods like crypto or PayPal, and they even have an instant sell section, which allows you to instantly sell your skins for cash, and they're paying even more than before. And now with the big new trading update that's very scary, instantly sell these skins and use the balance instantly to buy different skins, so you don't have to wait 8 days to get a new skin. Check out CS Money with the link in the description, and let's get back to the video. So 6 days ago, Valve introduced a brand new type of CS2 case, the terminal case, and the first one is the Genesis collection. Now, for the people who don't know already, it pretty much works like this. You get either drop the laptop case from leveling up, or you just buy it on the Steam market. Now, it opened up on the market at around $50, and as soon as people realized you had to buy the skins inside, it immediately dipped all the way down to about $7 as we speak. But pretty much, as you're seeing, you open it and you get 5 potential offers. For all the people in the new, this is the terminal, it's a brand new collection, and this is how it works. You get given a random skin. I know you can't see it, but it's basically you get 5 offers. 5p for a blue skin. Hell no, we're gonna skip it. We either buy it or we click thanks, but no.
One eternity later.
But the real question is, why has the community reacted so badly to this case? We have YouTube videos, tweets, trolling. We even got people comparing it to the Valorant's night market. And you know what? Rightfully so. Who does Valve think they are pricing how much a skin should cost in their opinion? For example, this. They're charging $70 extra for a better minimal wear float. How did they even come up with $70 extra for that small of a margin of a float? And you know what, guys? I agree with this take. At the end of the day, the way the Valve has made this case using AI to reprice the skins purely on demand. If people say, no, I'm not going to buy that, they're going to lower the price. And then the next person thinks it's a good deal, and the next person thinks that it's a better deal because the price is lower. They buy it, and suddenly the price is back up. And this is going to be our entire new future for the Counter-Strike 2 market and new cases to come. Now, Neon on Twitter actually made a spreadsheet, the early prices pre-market, which I think is quite helpful. So as you can see right now, it doesn't matter about the rarity, but pretty much Valve have said from minimal wear to factory new, all the price differences are 400% extra. Now, how did they come up with that? Because I'm going to be pretty certain, okay, if we go back a year, majority of skins, the difference between minimal wear and factory new was probably about 70% extra. But because of all the market manipulations targeting factory new skins, Valve have decided they want a piece of that manipulated cake and are also charging around 400% extra. Now, whatever you think of Valve, I honestly have a different take to the entire market. I believe this first week, when the Genesis skins come out on the market, they will be worth a lot. But you've got to hear me out and let me explain. So since the update, there's been a lot of initial backlash from the community, right? Nobody's redeeming the skins in comparison to other cases, and there's currently a tiny supply. If we look at the creme la creme items, the StatTrak factory new M4A4 full throttle, there's only 3 redeemed. If we look at the other covert skin, the StatTrak factory AK Oligarch, 8 redeems. Now, you might be going, yeah, because no one's batshit crazy enough to pay $800 to $1,500 for one of these skins. But guys, all of these guys paid roughly around $800 to $1K. And if it's 00 float, that's the $1,500 mark. But I am very confident every single person who bought this immediately will profit and make money. So stay with me. It's very, very normal when a new case comes out, the covert StatTrak factory new skins always sell for, near maxed out Steam wallet balance. $1,500, and we can check the past coverts. When the StatTrak factory op print stream came out 6 months ago from the Fever case, for the first 11 days, it continued at $1,700 on the Steam market. 240,000 op print streams, and only 1,900 of the combined AK and M4s. Now, when it comes to the market, people like new skins, but not only that, there's a lot of rich people who will happily lose money to have an item first. These 3 M4s and these 8 AKs, they will be bought. People want to play with the new skins. Now, you might be going, Flair, you're chatting shit right now, okay? So stay with me. Brongo on Twitter, he's the creator of csreturnoninvestment.com. He made this Twitter thread, and it's the devil's advocate, but honestly, it makes sense when you do the maths. So if you do not know, pretty much every case has a 60% return on investment or lower. That basically means every dollar you put into the case and the key, you'll get about 60 cents back. And that is including basically getting knives, getting the coverts, but in a very long run. You will never win because the cases aren't profitable. You can get lucky and stop, but in the long run, they're never profitable. You will always start losing. So basically, he says in order to unbox a factory new regular op print stream, on average, you need to lose $16,600 in cases and keys. Now, sure, you can buy the op print stream on the market, but in terms of cases, basically, Valve make a lot more money on cases rather than this terminal. And he basically goes on to say every op print stream unbox, Valve pockets $26,000 in key sales alone. That's not including the Omri Pass, people playing the game and redeeming the Fever case, buying it on the Steam market for the 50% sale tax. Whereas now they've developed this thing not only so you can just buy the item, but it also bypasses all the gambling laws in countries like the Netherlands or France, because it's not theoretically gambling. And he says, as much as it feels like Valve is stealing our money, Brongo makes a very good point that in the long run, it's basically going to steal less people's money. If someone wants to have one of these skins, they can buy it at a price. But this is the real question. Once the market opens and settles, if you could buy the AK on CS Float on the market for $90, but Valve is going to charge you extra, you just won't buy it. So Valve have theoretically created a case where whatever the market price is on the market, Valve theoretically will charge a little bit less. You buy it through Valve rather than on the Steam market. But not only that, you will basically be like, okay, it's $100 on the Steam market, Valve's offering me $90, I'm getting a good deal, and I can always profit from it. So again, I don't know in the long run if this is going to make the skins literally go to fucking zero, or it's gonna do something, but it's a very interesting take. And again, guys, this entire tweet is a devil's advocate, and I see both sides of it. But regardless, guys, let's make some money. 10% and a dream in 3, 2, 1. Boom. And I'm using you guys as console. I'm using you as console chat. Say hi to YouTube. Say hi to YouTube. Come on. Come on, okay, there we go. Now we're gonna go up. My chat's frozen. My fucking chat's frozen. Yo, I swear to God, YouTube. I swear to God, YouTube. There are viewers in my chat. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. I swear to God, this viewers chat. YouTube, you can come over. It's not a viewer stream. It's not a viewer. The people do exist. Come on. White circle. White circle. Finally! I used to pray for times like this. Happening. How many viewers do I have? 555. The new Glock that we just crafted. Pattern 555. Chat, I didn't want to tell you until it happened again. 555 in game. 555 people here. If that is not a sign, I do not know what is. That must mean 55555 slot 5 for the 5% in the 105% profitability with the 25% profit. This is a 25% trade up and it's a $200. Now in hindsight, chat, this trade up's probably $400 from all the laptops that we failed to hit, all the laptops, all the effort, all the journey that you and I went through. Send this shit. This is what we are about. All those shitty laptops, we can forget about them. This is a 10% for the brand new StatTrack Factory new 1,500 AK Oligarch, the thingy in 3, 2, 1, and no! I can't. That might possibly be the worst outcome. I'm never doing this again. This might possibly be the worst outcome. There was one clutch outcome in here. That was a 5% for the worst outcome possible. Minus $173, $28 item. Yeah, that didn't really go well. But guys, I would recommend if you have bought something in the first week, sell it. Because in my opinion, the first week of this market, it's going to be insane and prices will only just go down. But the real question is this going to be the new meta? Will Valve only continue bringing terminal cases? So we're going to have like a terminal not Genesis, but another collection, to drop XP level up cases. And the only way we're going to get new cases with knives like the original ones we have is through their armory path. But I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments. And of course, if you want to see more trade ups, I'm going to be live right now doing them. So stop by. 2, 1, and